Hello everybody and welcome back to the Doll Beneath. So, we ended up saving Kyoko in the last episode and essentially made her get over her attachment issues. But we still need to save Yuko. Before... Okay, I'm not going up there. I saw the doll. No, thank you. I still need to find the rest of the letters for that code. We did find D. I think D was like 3. There's a doll right there. Ignore you. Yeah, D was 3. Got a doll down there. A doll right there. Okay, this was blocked off, so there's no going back. All I really need is like 2 combinations, and that's it. We got D3, I just need E and N. And for the last number, I could just probably brute force it. Here. There's a strange slip. Oh. E5. Okay. So. E is 5, D is 3. And we could just probably brute force. Truth only becomes visible through acceptance. Give me the words of a liar, and I shall read them for you. Hand over the blank letter. Eh? Where did it go? Yeah, so Eve is 5, D is 3. The word scribbled on the back of the photo. And yeah. I guess the only way to go now is to follow Yuko up. Use the Northern Hemisphere key. It looks just like me. The hair, face, eyes, body. Everything about you. It's perfect. I have to keep creating. I have to make you just like me. If I don't, then everyone will look down on me. Huh. I just realized something. A name. After we're done, you're going to need a name. Will Alethea work? Alethea? I know it's not very original, but I really think it'll suit you. Give me enough time and I might even be able to bring her back. How does that sound? Do you want to be my friend? Is that what she's trying to do? Bring back Alethea? Why won't you talk? Do you not like me? Am I not good enough? Please, just say something. Give me a sign. Anything. It can be anything. I just need to know that you're alive. I need to know that my efforts weren't in vain. Yuko's memories are a lot different than Kyoko's. I can sense an immense amount of guilt and sadness. There's so much going on here that at this point I don't even know how to help her. None of her memories have any clear connections. I wonder why. Oh, is it possible because like her memories were like split? Because like part of her went into the brain and the other part is like the one that Alethea put in like a new body. This isn't going to work. I try and I try, but despite my best efforts, I just can't get it to look like me. What am I doing wrong? Is it the technique? The sculptures of the body, maybe. God damn it. What am I doing wrong? Maybe I'm looking at this from the wrong angle. Perhaps it isn't how it connects, but rather why it connects. Brand memories never really make sense. A lot of it ends up becoming a jumbled mess and fades away as time moves on. Memory corrosion is usually the key factor in creating elders. Their memories act as a candle of sort. The longer time progresses, the more likely the light will eventually dim, leaving all but the foundation of a burnt wax stick. If I had to guess, that's most likely what's happening here. The subjects are slowly losing both their memories and their humanity the longer they're in here. In a way, it's kind of like the brain. Subjects inside of it would also begin to lose themselves, just like the effects of the darkening. And it kind of does make sense for Yuko, because she was like the first one the strand Akio took, so... Oh, I see a safe on the wall. 3-digit code, yep, here we go. So what was the E5, and D was 3. We just gotta brute force it. There we go. 583. There's something inside. It's a locket. Guess I'll hold on to it for now. Alright, hopefully I got everything I need in order to save Yuko. Gonna go ahead and save it real quick. Yuko. Ooh. So you're the one snooping around inside my head. Heh, I should have known. I also like how you could obviously tell which one's the real Yuko. Because, like, the robot ones, they have, like, those soulless eyes, but their hair is, like, black instead of, like, that, I was going to say red, but, By the way of the fog, it's like shiny white, like gray. Unless, well, if she's calling the androids of her like Alethea, she might be like trying to turn the androids into like Alethea. That's why their hair is black, because Alethea had black hair. Leave me alone, Dell. I'm not going with you. This is my home now. Akio is giving me a second chance. Now that I'm here, I have an endless amount of possibilities at my disposal. Just look at her. She's beautiful, isn't she? Sigh. You know, I envy you, Dell. You left Dr. Layton in search of something greater, something far more important than she would ever be able to comprehend. What? When you stepped out into the city, you were given a gift like no other. A power with the ability to surpass human limitations. You were perfect. You essentially became a god. So tell me, why throw it all away? Why are you trying to save me? Don't you see the potential of the darkening? It can do anything, be anything, change anything. Why is that so hard to understand? It's not that I don't understand, Yuko. The darkening isn't meant to be used. It's an isolated entity, not intended for us to mess with. The high mind is corrupting your mind. Eventually, you'll be just like the rest of them. You need to stop this and come with me before it's too late. We can still fix this. We can still make things right. Fix? Fix what? The only thing that needs fixing is you, Dell. If you're not with me, then you're against me. Yuko, Please, Yuko, I know you can hear me. This isn't truly you. The darkening wants control over you. It'll make you believe whatever it wants to feed off your memories. You don't need to be fixed, Yuko. No one does. You need to let go of your obsession. If you don't, you'll end up like every other strand before you. Huh? Yuko, run. Oh no. Well, it looks like we saved Yuko. Yuko. Yuko, are you still there? Okay, I got one on my right and one on my left. Oh, I see. I think that did something. Is that the way out? I can sense another presence in the room with me. I don't think I'm alone in here. Yep, chase scene. Oh, fuck. I thought that was it. Oh, I can't believe I did that. There we go. Got it. Got it again. I figured that's what you had to do. I just made it hell. You just spammed the enter button. Easiest boss. Huh? No matter how many things I create, all these amalgamations always end up the same. Useless. Is that so? Wait. Yeah, she was trying to make Alethea. Eh? What the? In essence, time is merely a concept. When brought forth into the light of progression, we are nothing more than an entity waiting for our duties to be fulfilled. I have learned a lot while being by your side. In such a short span of time, I have developed an entirely new way of seeing the world. A refresher. It's very easy to become isolated from the truth. One can be so sure of themselves that they inevitably become their own obstacle. Alethea, But it's not too late for you. Even though you managed to overcome your own imperfections, I can still sense a significant amount of loathing hidden away inside the back of your mind. This gravestone will serve as a stepping stone. Back inside the Ego Tower, you were willing to die in order to satisfy your itch for perfection. And in a weird sort of way, you technically did. Your consciousness became uploaded into an artificial machine of confinement. Now look where you are now. Are you really that desperate to keep up the fight you cannot win? Even if you become a strain like me, it won't make you feel any better. Mors might have seemed like the perfect being, but despite the outward appearances, he as well suffered through many undesirable challenges. If you truly wish to be perfect, then by all means, follow your heart. However, do note that I cannot save you again. There are no second chances now. If this is what you want, then so be it. I will not be the one to stop you. At least, not this time. Hey, yeah, we did save Yuko. Yuko. Oh, thank the heavens you're okay. Are you hurt? Did those weird dolls attack you? Huh? Where am I? What's going on? Hey, take it easy. You're safe now. The dark thing was in the process of infecting your mind. I managed to get you out before it got any worse. Any longer and you would have been too far gone. Sorry, I'm just still fucking cackling by that. Look, what I need you to do is find Dr. Matsuo. I have to help out the rest of your friends. He should be just a couple doors down. Go there and tell him I sent you. He'll keep you safe for the time being. Matsuo? But how? There's no time for questions. Go now. Okay. And off she goes. Sigh. Well, that's a relief. The subjects are running out of time. If I can't get to them quick enough, we run the risk of losing them. Ah. What the? My head is spinning. Feels like it's going to explode. Ah. I can't stop. Not yet. I need to save the subjects before it's too late. I can't let them down. They're counting on me. I need to be careful though. Something doesn't feel right. New rooms have been opened up. Okay. So we got 2 down, 4 more to go. I want to like explore around in the overworld a little bit because seems where we need to pick up a couple items. That's the outside area. Oh, Alia. Alia, is that you? Alia? She appears to be unresponsive. Give her the locket, leave her... Oh, is this what the locket's for? Huh? What? What? What the hell's going on? Where the fuck am I? The locket disappeared. What the hell? You again? What's going on? Where are we? Are we dead? As much as I wish that was the case, no, we're still alive. We're inside the hive mind. All the other subjects were taken, including Akio as well. Are you hurt? Can you walk? What kind of question is that? Of course I can walk. And what do you mean Akio was taken? What the fuck happened? Whatever happened to that plan of yours? Did shit already hit the fan? Pretty much, yeah. To be quite honest, I didn't even know you were still alive. I was so focused on the subjects that I completely forgot about you. Wow, Dell. Wow. Glad to see that isn't the case, though. Well, fuck you too, then. So what, are we just screwed then? What's going on? Do you have any sort of backup plan? Sort of. I'm currently working on tracking down all the subjects as we speak. It hasn't been easy, especially since alternate Akio has been tampering with their minds. And? Have you succeeded? I have saved all of the subjects I've come across so far. It wasn't easy, but they're still alive. Well, that's something at least. Geez, this whole situation is fucked. Never in my life did I ever expect to end up in a situation like this. Yeah, well, you and me both. I'm sure my human self didn't expect this either. You're welcome to tag along if you want, but I really need to find the other subjects. Dr. Matsu is a couple doors down if you want to take a minute to catch your breath. I'm sure he'll keep you safe. Fuck that. That guy's weird as hell. I'd rather stick with you than be anywhere near that old creep. You know, honestly, I kind of agree with her. Alright then. Stick close and don't lag behind. I'll be honest, I wouldn't want to hang out with this shirtless weirdo too. Yeah. Nothing up there. Oh, this is new. Hello. When presented with a choice, make the right call. When a connection is established, check for the broken light. When the light fades, let the spectator intervene. Make a sacrifice to save the ones you love. Only then will you see the story to the end. Believe not what you see, but what you know. Do not be deceived. He will try to bring you down with him. Okay. Why the fuck does everyone have to be so vague? Very cryptic. Hold up. Is that Emmy? I mean, I know it's supposed to be like a strand or something like that, maybe, but like, it looks like I can see the wheelchair. I'm guessing that's Emmy. I'm guessing this is the way we need to go. The gate is open. I'm gonna save it just in case. There's a book on the table. What's this? Upon closer inspection, a title can be read on the front cover. Beneath the Water. Written by Emmy Akamine. Okay, so Emmy's the third one we need to rescue. I am willing to bet that what that strand was talking about earlier, that cryptic, vague crap, I'm willing to bet that's what we needed to do here. Emmy? Was it like something right, then broken light? Sitting next to the book is a pen. Read. Something isn't right. I can sense danger in here, just like Kyoka and Yuka's worlds. But why? I don't see anything that could harm us. It's just a room. Perhaps it has something to do with this book. Let's see. What the hell is this? There once lived a boy. He was very happy. He took long walks along the lakeside with his siblings every weekend. Soon, however, his life would eventually make a drastic shift in direction. Everything he knew and loved would no longer circulate his everyday routine. He would never be the same again. He awoke from his slumber. Today is the day, he said to himself as he lifted his body up from his bed. With a bit of haste, he quickly slipped into his boots before heading out into the wilderness. Today is the day I finally find her. The evening was calm, cementing the surface of the lake into a smooth state of tranquility. As he made his way down the dirt road, the boy eventually drew his attention to the water. He stared down into his echoing reflection, wondering what to do next. The wooden dock creaked with each passing step, as the boy anxiously paced back and forth, occasionally taking time to ponder the world around him. She's not here. Maybe tomorrow. The boy took one final glance back down at the lake before turning himself around. Time to go home. As he walked along the path once more, He shifted his eyes over the mountainside. Down went the sunset as he slowly maneuvered his way back into his isolated home. She'll find me when she's ready. The boy sat back down on his bed, ready to try again tomorrow. He awoke from his slumber. Today is the day, he said to himself as he lifted his body up from his bed. With a bit of haste, he quickly slipped into his shoes before heading out into the wilderness. Again. Today is the day I finally find her. The evening was still cementing the surface of the lake into a smooth state of tranquility. As he made his way down the dirt road, the boy eventually drew his attention to the water. He stared down into his echoing reflection, wondering what to do next. The wooden dock creaked with each passing step as the boy anxiously paced back and forth, occasionally taking the time to ponder the world around him. Still not here. Maybe tomorrow. The boy took one final glance back down at the lake before turning himself around. Time to go home. As he walked along the path once more, he shifted his eyes over the mountainside. Down went the sunset as he slowly maneuvered his way back into his isolated home. She'll find me when she's ready. The boy sat back down on his bed, ready to try again tomorrow. Wait a minute. It's repeating. The entire book is just one big loop. Why would Emmy write something like this? Maybe she's just fucking nuts. No, I can actually believe it. I doubt it. Emmy has a lot on her mind. I wouldn't be surprised if her world ends up being a lot more corrupted than the others. The subjects' minds are slowly being whittled away. It's only a matter of time before their memories become incomprehensible. Ugh. I see. So kind of like you. Yeah, like me. Nah, I've seen that one book. That one entire section with Emmy writing what she would do to the to who like crippled her and put her in that wheelchair. Nah. She's definitely a little bit twisted in the mind. There's a book on the table. Another one. There once lived a girl. She was very sad. Time and time again, she fruitlessly tried to break free, all in attempts to escape and die a painless death without the thought of suffering. However, despite her best efforts, she would never be able to leave. The watery prison kept her bound into a half-frozen coffin, always reminding her of her now concluded fate. She was alone down there, destined to watch the same shadowy figure pass by over and over. Occasionally, she would open her mouth, hoping to gauge a response out of the distant anomaly. Nothing worked. Each time she tried to move her body, a sudden spasm would lock her back into place, keeping her enclosed onto a singular area. Is this hell? Is this what it feels like to die? The girl was scared, too fearful to make any sort of sudden movement. As time progressed, she would eventually begin to make out more and more features of the shadowy figure. Was it someone I knew? Are they trying to save me? Do they even know I'm here? Just as the girl was beginning to piece things together, the figure leaves once more. Wait, no. Don't go. Don't leave me. No one was coming for her. The more her body shifted around the water, the more she began to lose herself. Why am I here? What have I done wrong? More vague nonsense. Going by what I have seen so far, this world is somehow connected to Emi's consciousness, similar to Kyoka and Yuko. They all have their own respective pocket dimensions, always tailored to both their emotions and their greatest weaknesses. What relevance does this have to Emi, though? These books sound like they were written for Kyoshi. Actually, yeah. Wait, are we saving Kyoshi and not Emi? What? Is it possible that this isn't actually Emi's world, but instead Kyoshi's? Yoshi? That's the kid with the yellowish hair, right? Which one? Because Akio has blonde hair too. Wait a minute. Okay, the table's different. Broken lamp. Something inside. Yeah, okay. It's a blank photograph. What the fuck? Give me that. I'll get snatched away the photo. Hey, what gives? Give that back. What? No. It's mine. How did something like this even end up here? Huh? The blank photograph. Why is she being so possessive? Wait a minute. Can she see what's on it? I'm kind of curious on what's on that photograph. Given the nature of her, let's call it occupation, it is probably nothing good. There's a book on the table. Read. The boy awoke from his slumber. Tears in his eyes, he quickly raced towards the lake. Immediately after sprinting onto the dock, he soon fell to his knees and pleaded. He begged for her to come back. He did everything in his power to let the world know of his pain. Down went each fist as he resented the white noise surrounding him. His cries completely overlapped the sounds of the lake echoing through the valley as he violently pounded the floor beneath him over and over. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault, damn it. He stared down to the depths of the lake, hoping to see anything else but his reflection. Nothing. Please, if you can hear me, give me a sign. Please, just give me a sign, anything. It can be anything. A word, a reflection, anything, please. Despite the distant sunset, the boy had no intention of returning home this time. He stayed overnight, staring into the icy water, waiting for the impossible. Look on the table. Oh, the lamp's gone now, too. The girl awoke from her slumber. As she opened her eyes once more, she could see the silhouette hovering above her, reaching down in her direction. It was him. Yoshi. As hard as she tried, the girl was unable to move her body. The more she opened her mouth, the deeper she sunk. No amount of force would reach back out to him, as the girl slowly drifted away from the surface, helplessly against the rising current. I tried my best, but I was no longer in control of myself. Dead. I had died. With each attempt to reach back out, I felt myself getting weaker. My muscles would no longer function. My skin grew paler, and my eyes would no longer produce tears. I had so much I wanted to tell him. There were so many places I wanted to see. But now that I'm here, I guess that's all gone now. I'd never know how much I loved him. Oh, Kyoshi. I'm sorry it had to be this way. I truly am. I brought us out here to be together. To have fun. But in the end, all I did was drive us apart even further. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Poor Kyoshi. Another book on the table. The boy wept. As he stared at the body in the lake, he found himself unable to move. The tears unending, he let loose a blood-curdling scream before eventually jumping into the water. He swam over to the body, quickly grabbing a hold of her. Please wake up. Yumiko, wake up, please. We can get you help. We can get you back home safe. As he squeezed her forward, he felt his grip begin to loosen in a sudden moment of panic. The body silently drifted downwards as the boy fell in alongside her. Water started to fill his airy lungs as the boy was no longer able to think straight. The panic had gotten to him, allowing him to sink below the surface. Despite the horror of the situation itself, the boy didn't fight back. His eyes met the corpse of Yumiko one final time as he held out his hand to meet hers. He wasn't saving her. He was dying alongside her. Kyoshi no longer wished to be the one and only blame for Yumiko's death. In his mind, this was how it had to be. The world threw everything it had at him, causing him to sink ever so deeper into the blackened abyss. So this was it. And that's probably the sacrifice that the Strand was mentioning too. He was ready. As Kyoshi held Yumiko's hand, he took one final look at her and Wait, what? The moment Kyoshi's eyes landed on Miko, a horrific realization had suddenly pierced his darkened soul. The girl he had been holding on to hadn't been Yumiko at all. It was Emi. What? Emi? But wait, no. That can't be possible. Why is Emi in this story? I'm actually confused by that too. And there's Emi. Emi, is that you? Well, what the hell is going on? Where's Kyoshi? Emi, listen to me. We need to get out of here. It isn't safe. The Akio you saw before wasn't actually Akio. It was a strand. He's trying to get into your head. It wants to bring you down with him. Really now? Huh. Del, you just don't get it, do you? Even after all this time, you still refuse to look at the bigger picture. The what? I figured you would have known, given the fact that you went through the trouble of piecing together your memories. But alas, here we are. He showed me things, Del. He even allowed me to change things. Contrary to what you believe, the Akio you speak of actually has a lot less control over me than you might think. Everything I say, do, here, is because I wanted it to happen, not him. What the hell are you talking about? Emi, where's Kyoshi? The book said he jumped into the lake. Is that true? Kyoshi in the water. Have you tried to change fate, Del? Huh? It's a yes or no question. Have you ever tried to change fate? No, of course not. Fate can't just be changed. While most might think it can be changed, in reality, time is a constant. One change will always lead to another. Oh, you do understand. You had me there for a second. A minute more and I might have thought you were a brainless zealot like the rest of them. Glad to see that isn't the case. It sucks that I had to learn it the hard way. When he allowed me to rewrite my fate, I had felt more emotions than I ever did in my whole life. Yeah, you could definitely say that. The feeling of revenge. It was exhilarating. Revenge? Emi, you didn't. I did. I killed the man who put me into this wheelchair. I finally made him pay for what he had done to me. Using what I had already knew, I got rid of him in the most brutal way possible. You stabbed him, lit him on fire. I'm willing to say you drowned him. You shot him. You freaking... The list goes on and on. It's poetic. It's quite poetic, isn't it? Emmy? Where's Kiyoshi? But you want to know something funny? It didn't even matter. Every variant, every timeline, every possibility always ended up being the same. Nothing made a difference. Each and every time, I always ended up becoming crippled. Whether it be by a bullet or some other bogus accident. Time refuses to change no matter how hard I try. You're just destined to be in a wheelchair. And you want to know something even funnier? Even after everything I did, the world continued to mock me. Reality would constantly change. Items being displaced, different people dying, new events unfolding. Everything changed. Everything except me. Why? Why couldn't I change my own fate? No. Emmy, what have you done? What have you done to Kiyoshi? Don't worry. He's still here. He'll always be here, for as long as time remains. It is what he wanted, after all. He too saw the darkening would not be able to change fate, realizing only that by sacrificing his own, would he be able to get what he wants. Time cannot be changed without consequences. Yeah, it's referred to as the butterfly effect. If one tower falls, then no matter what, another must always take its place. No exceptions. But you knew that, right? That's why the darkening exists. Alia's going to jump right in, isn't she? To install balance. Well, to instill balance. Without it, none of us would even be here. Alia? Yep, there she goes. Alia, no. I'll be honest, the way that she, like, walked over to Dal and then, like, stared at Emmy, I thought she was, like, going to this is Sparta kick her right into the lake. As I held onto her hand, I vaguely recalled the moment she came to me. She sought me out and came to me for help, all in light attempts to give herself motivation to keep going. It was at that moment that something changed in me. A sparkle in the darkness, a glimmer of hope. As I breathed my final breath, I wrapped my hand around Emmy's drowning corpse, ready to meet my end as well. As I breathed my final breath, I wrapped my hand around Alia's drowning corpse, ready to meet my end as well. Okay, so switch to Alia. Wait, what? Alia? As I grabbed hold of her hand, I could feel the pulse in her arms fluctuate, slowly coming to a crawl the deeper we sunk. Her hair scattered like a slow-motion wind, lightly fluttering through the lakeside currents beneath the water. No, why is she here? There's no reason for her to be here. Unless... No, wait. Pupils dilated. Alia's body slowly began to stiffen up. I tried my best to keep my grips situated on her wrist, but I was quickly pulled back up by an immense amount of force. Something was pulling me back up to the surface. No, 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 wait. Why is she here? What is she trying to do? I was no longer able to move my own body. The force was perpetually forcing my body back up to the surface without question. I watched in horror as Olia slowly sunk to the bottom of the lake, helplessly against the strengthening pull on my torso. Alia, no. Please, don't do this. Not for me. All I could do was muster up the power to scream inside my own head. Due to the surrounding water, my voice was completely inaudible. Small, round air bubbles formed around the edges of my lips as I silently yelled out to Alia, begging for her attention. Nevertheless, it made no difference. The gravitational force pulled me further and further away to the point where I could no longer see Alia's figure. Her body slowly drifted to the bottom of the lake, eventually becoming completely shrouded in darkness. Why? Why was she doing this? I was ready. I was fully accepting to the idea of death, determined to be alongside Yumiko once more. Why do this? Why sacrifice yourself for me? Yumiko took the lead, guiding us to the front area of the lake. It was relatively calm for the most part. Mere moments after arriving, my two other siblings took a dip in the lake. After realizing how cold it was, they were quick to jump out. We took a hike on one of the local trails soon after. There wasn't much to see, but I remember having a lot of fun. Just the idea of getting out and seeing the world meant a lot to me. We shared laughs, exchanged cries, and found all sorts of trouble to get into. Hours passed, and it was beginning to get late. We were really tired and soon found ourselves passed out by the lake. All of us were completely beat and ready to go home. What the hell was that? Why? As the night grew darker, we all gathered by the car, preparing for yet another 2-hour drive. We spoke to each other for a good while before eventually realizing we were missing something. Not something, someone. Yumiko had been strangely absent from the group for some reason. We looked around in the general vicinity, but no matter where we searched, nobody seemed to know where she was. We began to grow worried and wondered if we accidentally left her behind at the lake. I swiftly made a light jog back to the icy water. The fog made it nearly impossible to traverse, sometimes stumbling over my own feet in the process. Luckily, after a few minutes of searching, I eventually found her. She was sitting out by the docks, looking up at the mountainside with her legs outstretched over the water. She turned to me with a smile and waved me over to come sit next to her. What the? Wait, but that didn't... Hey Kiyoshi, are we leaving already? Come sit down. This view is amazing. I made my way over to the docks, firmly planting myself down next to her. At first we were quite simply staring up at the moonlight in absolute silence. However, after what felt like hours, Yumiko eventually spoke. Were you worried about me? I didn't know how to respond at first. Deep down, I was terrified out of my mind. As I stumbled through the woods, I thought of so many possibilities that might have befallen her. A little. You really gave me a scare. Why did you venture out so far? Don't realize how dangerous it is out here? What if a wild animal found you? You could have died. Yumiko let out a small chuckle before putting her arm around me. Perhaps. But you can still live without me, right? It's not like you need me. Sooner or later, we'll all end up going our separate ways. You'll go one way and I'll go another. It's just the way things go. Ain't that the truth? Yumiko took her arm off my shoulder. But try not to worry about that right now. It's going to be a long time before that ever happens. Not like I'm going anywhere anytime soon. I turned to look at her. Does that mean you won't die? Huh? What do you mean? Alia. I'm going to forget her, aren't I? In order to change fate, one must always require a sacrifice. That means she's taking your place, isn't she? Oh. Is that a bad thing? Didn't you say you wanted her gone? Yeah, I did. Then isn't this what you wanted? Don't you want me to live? I want Yumiko to live. I want Alia to live. I gotta pick Alia though. But despite what I wanted, Alia would never live it down. She was putting herself out there for me, and me only. Backtracking now would only piss her off. I put one final effort into reaching out to Alia, hoping she would return the favor, but no matter how hard I tried, she would only sink further. It was pointless. A waste of energy. Alia wasn't going to let me save her. She sacrificed herself for my own well-being, so I could continue on without any more suffering. Alia. Who's that? Why does she look so familiar? Is she someone I once knew? A friend? She doesn't look like someone I knew. Why is she sacrificing herself for me? I don't even know her. No, 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 no. Please don't make me forget her. Anything but that. Just let me remember her. Let me keep my memories. Please let me... She took her place. Why? Well, there's Kyoshi. Emmy? Dell? Is that you? Oh, thank God you're still alive. What are you guys doing? Are you okay? Where's everyone else? Interesting. Yoshi, can I ask you something? Huh? Do you know a girl named Alia? Alia? Who's that? What about Yumiko? What happened to her? Yumiko? My sister? What about her? I haven't seen her ever since all of this started. Why? Did you see her? Is she safe? I see. Was that actually the right decision? Wait, so you're telling me he's still still alive? Dr. Matsuo isn't actually dead? Yes and no. Hard to say. Me and him have worked together for quite a while now. I can assure you that he's on our side. He wants to help. But he worked for the Losing Light. That means he's a part of the Omega. How can we trust someone like him? Look, we don't have much time. I need to find the others before it's too late. Hurry and find Matsuo. I promise you, you'll be safe with him. Emmy? Emmy, wait. Don't worry about her. I'll make sure... Wait, what? I'll make she's safe? I'm guessing it's supposed to be like, I'll make sure she's safe. You just worry about find Akio and Minami. Okay. They're a lot more danger than all of us combined. Alternate Akio had a keen eye on those two. There's no telling what he's planning. Don't worry, I'm aware. Just keep Emmy safe. Make sure she doesn't do anything stupid. Again. Emphasis on the again. Don't worry, Del, I got this. It was the photograph, wasn't it? You saw something that I didn't. Alia. Ah. God, my head. What the hell? What is this? Why does this hurt so goddamn much? Now where am I? What? Hello? Del? Oh no, it's Layton. No. Been a long time. Well, what the hell? Who's there? I've missed you. Remembering can be difficult. What? Huh? Dr. Layton? I can help you. How? All I need you from you is a little faith. All I need you from you is a little faith, okay? Can you do that for me? How are you here? I thought you died. Yeah, but here's the thing. She did go back in time as a strand, so that's probably like this, like at least Maybe like a fragment of her memories. Death? We don't die, Akihara. None of us do. I've been waiting for you. Have you missed me? No, you're not real. You're dead. I saw you die. Get away from me. I'm not here to hurt you. I want to help. Help? Okay, guess we gotta deal with Layton. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it off there. So we're gonna see what Layton wants, and then we still need to save Aka and Menami, and then, like, after that, I think, like, should be the end of the game. So we probably got, like, 1 or 2 more episodes to go. But, if you guys enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and as always, until next time, have a good day.